Hello and welcome to Simple Country Place. I have 4 super easy, delicious meal ideas for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Welcome and enjoy. So the first thing I'm making is super duper easy, like a sweet and sour chicken tenders, which you could use for like chicken wings or anything else. But I'm making the sauce, which is basically the hardest part of this recipe or this meal, with brown sugar, hot sauce, a couple tablespoons of barbecue sauce, and then Caro syrup. And essentially you just dump that all in and let it all melt down and come together, bring it up to a simmer and let it simmer and thicken up. And yeah, I occasionally stirred it, but essentially once it comes together and starts simmering, all you gotta do is stir it every once in a while and just let it do its thing. While that was simmering, I also had some chicken tenders, just some breaded chicken tenders that I put in the air fryer and cooked those. Super easy. I mean, you could obviously make your own. I did not this day because I was in a time crunch and I had some in the freezer, so just use those to make it even simpler. When that sauce was thick, I just removed it from the heat, and then I'm just coating the chicken tenders in it. And like I said, this would be really good with like chicken wings, boneless, bone in. My husband super liked this, and he was like, immediately, you need to make that again. So I tossed them around in the sauce there and then pulled them out. And with that, I had made some like potato wedges in the oven that I had made like not that long ago that he really liked, and served that with a pickle. And very quick to come together, very low effort, and delicious. On this night, I made homemade chicken pot pie. And so I had a cube chicken breast that I seasoned actually with like a packet of the seasoning from chicken ramen noodles. I'd use the noodles, but not the packet, and I saved the seasoning. So I was like, might as well use that and season the chicken with that. And for like the creamy aspect, I just have a can of cream of chicken soup. And then to that, I'm adding like about half that bag of frozen mixed vegetables and mixing that around. And then for the seasonings, well, first I'm going to add the cooked chicken in there. But then when the cooked chicken's added for the seasonings, I'm adding onion powder, garlic powder, oregano, basil, thyme, and pepper. And mix that all around. For the crust aspect of this, I had made like a pizza crust mix and just spread that into the bottom of that casserole dish. I don't have a pie pan, otherwise I would have used that. But I spread that in the bottom, and then I set aside some of the crust, and then I'm putting that on top. I obviously, as you can see, it's not perfect. I didn't get all the seams closed, but it turned out just fine. So I did the best I could to make that, as covered as possible. If it was like truly covered, I would have cut slits in it, but as you can see, it wasn't all the way covered, so I figured it'd be fine. And then I did an egg wash on top of that to help it get nice and golden, and threw that in the oven and let that cook. I was kind of iffy as to how this would come out, but it actually came out very nicely and held together. The crust was perfectly golden, inside was cooked and delicious, so my husband really liked it. On this day, I'm making a grilled turkey sandwich and ham and pasta salad. So for the salad that I'm making first, because it has to sit in the oven a little bit, I had diced carrots, celery, red bell pepper, shredded cheese, and diced ham. And then for the dressing for it, I had Miracle Whip / salad dressing mayo, whatever you use, apple cider vinegar, sugar, onion and garlic powder, and salt and pepper. And then obviously I had bow tie pasta in there. You can use whatever kind you like. I just had bow tie, and I had cooked that and obviously added that in once it was cooked and mixed that all together. And then once it was really nice and mixed, I made this ahead of time, put it in the fridge for a while. It just helps the flavors to come together and everything get nice and cold and soak up the dressing. This is one of my husband's favorites. He loves this ham and pasta salad stuff. So for the grilled turkey sandwich, I'm making a spread for that. So again, salad dressing, Miracle Whip, mayo, whatever you got. And then I'm adding minced garlic, lemon juice, and pepper. Just very, very simple. And yeah, it seems weird, but trust the process. And I drink lemon water religiously, so I always have lemons on hand, all day, every day. Lemon water is my go-to drink. So for the actual sandwich, I just have 2 slices of sourdough bread there that I'm putting that spread on not both sides of the bread, but one side on each slice. And then I will be layering that with provolone cheese and then deli sliced turkey that I just got a fresh cut from the deli at the grocery store. And yeah, layered that all in, and I sandwiched the cheese on both sides because cheese is awesome. So and then I just grilled that, or fried it, I guess, up like you would a grilled cheese in a pan with some butter. I did cover it for a little bit at some point to help the cheese to melt. Yeah, and I served that, as you can see, with that pasta salad and then just some fresh veggies on the side. The last meal I'm making, again, super fast and easy, is like a cheesy brat and orzo. I know it's weird, but I was kind of just throwing what I had together. So I have those cheddar brats that I cut into like discs. And then in that steamer basket thing, that's been around, my mother gave that to me, and she had it for a decade before she gave it to me, and it works like a charm. But I just had some fresh broccoli and carrots in there that you add water to the bottom of it and then throw it in the mic and it steams your veggies. So super simple. I threw the brats in a fry pan just to like brown them up a little bit, get some color. And then I'm making some orzo on the side there. So cooking up that orzo. For the cheese mixture, I am making a roux with melted butter and flour, whisking that together, and then adding half and half as I whisk. For the seasonings, I'm adding ground mustard, cayenne pepper, chipotle chili powder, and then black pepper, and whisking that. And then I'm also cutting up some, I don't know, two chunks, I guess, of like cheese melt / Velveeta. When I use the off-brand, but it equates to Velveeta. And letting that melt and come together, and the sauce will thicken, all of that fun stuff. And I mix it, let the cheese melt, keep on going. And as you can see, I very safely cut that in my hand as per usual, but again, it's a butter knife, can't really do that much damage. So once the cheese is like pretty much melted, I don't know, partially melted, I did add the cooked orzo in, and then the steamed veggies, and the brats that I had just that had browned a little bit. Added that all in and let that whole time like continue to cook and thicken and all those fun things. And then at the very end, I did add like a handful more of shredded cheddar cheese, just because I feel like it gives it that like cheese pull aspect. And honestly, I just served this by itself. I mean, it has the rice in there, the veggies, the meat, obviously the dairy, all of the things. And my nephew and husband both really like this. They did say it was like super filling, but I mean, I imagine it would be. It's a pretty heavy meal, so if you're on a diet, this is probably not for you. But if you're not, super delicious and very quick. It took me literally like a half hour. Thank you so much for watching, and please come back for future videos. Happy New Year!